Hi, Jeff here with Mr. Hardwater. Today we're talking about the importance of applying a protective sealant to your shower doors, your tiles, the metal framing, the faucets, and even the bathtubs in order to keep the maintenance and the protection level up on all these different surfaces. Because over time, hard water, minerals, and soap scum, if left on these surfaces, they do degrade the materials. For example, the hard water, when it sits on the glass for long periods of time, especially in the sun and the heat, it does have an effect of eating into the glass highly and creating an etching type effect that is very, very difficult to get out. Generally, if you got that etching, you need to use a polisher and you need to grind it out and feather it back, and a lot of times it's just not even worth it to do that. So it makes a lot of sense to use a protective sealant that can help keep the hard water, the minerals, and the soap scum sitting on the surface of a Teflon-like coating rather than on the surface itself. So today we're going to talk a little bit about applying the Mr. Hardwater Protective Sealant. This is one of the most easiest to apply sealers on the market today, and it's really the best in class in its performance level. This is a very durable sealer, and these sealers will last a long time. The things that degrade the sealer over time is going to be the amount of sunlight, the amount of heat, and the abrasion that may be occurring to the surface after you've applied it. For example, if you've applied the protective sealant to an outdoor window, a glass tabletop, a windshield, or a shower door, it stands to reason that if you use a strong cleaner, an acidic cleaner, you're going to wear it down pretty quick. Also, if you use like a powder-based abrasive, if you start scrubbing on it, you're going to wear it down that way also. But the nice thing about this sealer is it really is compatible with any type of sealer. With any type of cleaner. The only difference is you're just going to wear it off quicker. So you can use an ammonia-based cleaner, that's going to work fine. Anything's going to work. You don't have to be that particular about what you clean afterwards. Just be cognizant of the fact that you're slowly going to wear it down as you continually clean and clean and clean. But the good thing is that this material is very easy to apply. It only takes a few minutes, and you can really protect these materials from damage and make your future cleaning easier. So the easiest way to apply the Mr. Hardwater Protective Sealant is simply to pour a little bit onto a microfiber towel. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take the sealant material, I'm going to pour it onto a microfiber towel like this, and I'm just going to apply it to the glass in circular motions, making sure that I cover all the area that I need to. And you can see that it goes on pretty easily. A little bit of this material goes a long way. About 2 ounces will cover about 20 square feet, and 20 square feet is about the average size of a shower door. So this material goes a pretty long ways. I'm going to do this area twice because when you're doing it with the circular motions, it's really easy to miss a couple spots. And there we are done. So this process is very simpler. It's a 2-step process. You basically apply it like this, you sit, you let it dry for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you buff it off. So right now you'll notice that when the cap is off the material, you're going to notice that it smells a little bit like nail polish. And the reason for that is the nail polish material is really the carrier that's applying the sealant to the glass. They choose that kind of a material because it evaporates quickly and it doesn't leave a residue. So it's a great material to use as a carrier. Once it's dried like it's drying now, after 3 to 5 minutes it's going to leave the sealer on the glass. And you're going to notice that the sealer's on the glass because it's going to develop a little bit of a hazy look to it, and that's basically the material sealant that's there doing the job of protecting the glass. The next step now is, after we've waited a few minutes, is really just to remove that haze. So the first thing you can do is basically take a towel like this and a dry towel, and you can try to remove the buff, the extra material. Now what you're going to find though is that some of the material is going to be harder to get off. You're going to still have a little bit of extra haze there that's going to frustrate you because you're going to keep going over and over and over it and you can't get it all off. So the simplest thing to do is to just wet your towel with water and then it comes right off. And when you do that process, you're really going to be able to see the benefit of this Teflon-like coating because it's able to repel all the hard water, the calciums, minerals, and soap scum. So I'm going to spray it now, and you can watch that process occur where the water just beads right off the glass. And you can see that effect right now just by applying a little bit of the sealer. You can see the sealer just running right down the glass. Now that I have the glass wet, I can spray some of the towel, and now I can just simply finish off the job. That is one way to apply the sealer to the glass. It's the easiest. However, if you have a larger piece of glass, larger shower doors, windows, glass tabletops, windshields, etc., and you want to work a little bit quicker, and what you can do is get some material, get some of the protective sealant, and simply pour it into a Tupperware bowl like this. So remember, 2 ounces covers about 20 square feet. So I'm going to pour a little bit of the material into the plastic bowl like this. That's all I need. And I'm going to take our specially designed foam applicator here, and I'm going to use this foam applicator to apply the protective sealant onto the shower doors, the tiles, the glass tabletops, and other residential commercial windows, because it's just so much faster and easier to do it that way. So you'll notice that the foam applicator is made out of styrofoam on the top, and on the bottom it has a special absorbent foam. And the absorption foam is really nice because it absorbs the liquid from the container, holds it there, and then when we're ready to spread it onto the glass, it merely just spreads the sealer evenly and thinly, which is really all we need to do. So let me give you an example of how to apply it this way onto the shower door. So I'm going to dip it in, and I'm going to use the sealer applicator to treat the entire glass shower door. And you can see how much quicker it is and how much more area I can cover when I use the sealer applicator. There you go. You can move the material down. And that's all there really is to applying the protective sealant using the foam applicator. Now the same process is true now for the tiles here. If you'd like to do the tiles, you can do the same thing, and you can see that you can really cover some area quickly and efficiently. And this material is great because it's safe on the metal framing, safe on the tiles. It's great for the grout. It's great on plastics and fiberglass and even stone. If I had a natural stone surface in here, I could apply it there also. So it's a very easy material to work with. It's very quick, and it can be applied to a lot of different surfaces. So now that we've let this shower door again dry, what we're going to do now is simply repeat the buffing process, and this time I'm going to start with the wet approach, and I'm going to rinse off the excess haze, and we'll be finished. That's all there is to it. When you're applying the Mr. Hardware Protective Sealant to any type of flat surface like this, it's very quick, very easy, it's very cost effective, and it makes a lot of sense when you're trying to protect these surfaces from future damage and when you're trying to make your life easier when it comes to subsequent cleaning.